Some moments arrive softly, almost imperceptibly, yet carry the power to reshape everything we know. Inside the home, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have shared for decades. The usual rhythm of laughter, chatter, and daily routines gives way to an unfamiliar stillness. There are no cameras, no scripts, no expectations, only the weight of reality pressing quietly into their lives. What begins as an ordinary day transforms into a chapter that demands attention, reflection, and presence. This moment is not about fame or public image, it is about partnership under pressure and the courage it takes to face uncertainty together. In these hours, love and resilience are measured not by spectacle, but by the quiet decisions to hold one another, to remain present, and to continue choosing each other, again and again, even when fear lurks in the corners of the mind. The silence that changed everything. The story begins in an unusual stillness, a silence that feels almost heavy in a home built on shared joy and activity. Mark sits composed yet tense, and Kelly senses the weight of a change neither expected. When the diagnosis is spoken aloud, it lands gently but with undeniable gravity, a single word that reshapes the landscape of their lives. The shock is not loud or dramatic, it is quiet, numbing, and intimate. This paragraph emphasizes how life-altering news often arrives without warning, intruding on even the most secure foundations. The silence of the house mirrors disbelief, fear, and the awareness that life will not proceed as before. It is in this quiet that their shared strength and vulnerability begin to define the next chapter of their journey. Fear, love, and immediate resolve. Kelly's emotional response is raw, unfiltered, and immediate, revealing how even the most confident public figures cannot prepare for private upheaval. Tears flow before thought or reasoning, before any plan can form, yet in that vulnerability, Mark reaches for her, offering steadiness instead of answers, calm instead of panic. This section highlights how love often reveals itself most clearly in moments of crisis, when words may falter but presence becomes a language of its own. Strength here is not the absence of fear, but the conscious choice to remain together despite it. In these shared minutes, partnership becomes an anchor, a commitment to walk through uncertainty hand in hand, reaffirming that courage exists alongside vulnerability. Memories that suddenly feel fragile. As evening falls, Kelly moves through the house surrounded by images and tokens of a life built together, photographs, notes, mementos, that now carry both comfort and a subtle ache. Each memory reflects decades of laughter, milestones, and everyday joy, now tinged with uncertainty about the future. In private moments, Kelly allows herself to break down, releasing fears that have accumulated in silence, and Mark joins her without words. Their closeness in these hours strips away public roles and personas, leaving only two people connected by love, history, and shared devotion. This paragraph captures how intimacy deepens when pretense disappears and how love finds expression in silent support as much as in words. Private fears and shared vulnerability. Late nights bring a different kind of honesty when the household is quiet and the weight of concern becomes tangible. Mark shares his worries not about himself, but about the impact on the people he loves most. Kelly, determined to remain strong, struggles to show her own fear, yet when she allows herself to be vulnerable, the tension shifts. They cry together, admit uncertainty, and share the load that had been carried in isolation. This paragraph demonstrates how true resilience emerges not from silence, but from allowing vulnerability to coexist with love, reinforcing that mutual honesty can lighten emotional burdens and strengthen connection even in the face of challenges. Children as a source of light. Their children become beacons of hope and joy amid the heaviness. Shared meals, quiet laughter, and fleeting moments of playfulness provide grounding and remind the family of what truly matters. Even in difficult days, Mark insists on being present and engaged, refusing to let illness overshadow meaningful experiences. These small, intimate interactions reinforce the power of family as a stabilizing force and illuminate how love can expand in times of difficulty. Their presence transforms fear into purpose, highlighting the way connection multiplies resilience and anchors people in the midst of uncertainty. Redefining what truly matters. As the journey progresses, Kelly gains a deeper appreciation for what holds genuine importance. Public recognition, career achievements, and societal expectations fade in comparison to quiet mornings, shared evenings, and the intimacy of ordinary moments with the people she loves. Cancer reshapes not only the physical, but also the emotional landscape, bringing clarity to priorities and perspective to what is fleeting versus enduring. In this reflection, growth emerges from adversity, and love is refined into intentional presence. The paragraph emphasizes how hardship can illuminate meaning, demonstrating that real strength is found in the choices we make to honor connection, compassion, and gratitude. Hope, chosen, every day. The final reflection centers on the deliberate choice to move forward each day, no matter how uncertain the future may feel. Kelly allows herself to feel fully without shame, while Mark receives support without perceiving weakness. Together, they choose hope, not as denial, but as an intentional act of courage. This moment underscores that resilience and love are practices, enacted repeatedly through presence, care, and commitment. Even without guarantees, they demonstrate that choosing each other every day is the bravest form of strength. In embracing hope alongside fear, they redefine courage as shared endurance, proving that life and love are most meaningful when lived intentionally, living fully amid uncertainty. Through their journey, Kelly and Mark discover that life's fragility enhances its beauty. Each shared smile, quiet morning, and gentle conversation becomes extraordinary. Small victories, moments of laughter, and acts of kindness take on new significance. The couple learns that living fully does not require certainty or perfection, but presence and attention. Hope is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to engage with life intentionally, to care, to love, and to keep moving forward. This paragraph highlights how resilience emerges through daily practice, gratitude, and shared commitment rather than dramatic outcomes. Love as a guiding force. At the heart of their experience is love expressed intentionally and consistently. In the privacy of their home, beyond cameras or public expectation, Kelly and Mark show that the strongest bonds are built on honesty, presence, and care. Love guides their choices, shapes their routines, and anchors them through uncertainty. It is quiet, measured, and enduring, proving that devotion does not need fanfare to be transformative. Through their example, we see that deep connection is cultivated through patience, attention, and the courage to face life honestly together. Conclusion: courage in everyday acts. Ultimately, the story of Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos is a testament to human resilience, partnership, and love. It reminds us that life's most challenging moments do not diminish our capacity for joy, connection, or growth. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the conscious decision to remain present and supportive through uncertainty. Love is not defined by circumstances, but by consistent care, mutual trust, and the commitment to choose each other daily. Their journey encourages reflection on our own relationships, illustrating that hope, presence, and devotion are acts of bravery that carry us forward, even when the future remains unknown. Through vulnerability, attentiveness, and enduring commitment, they show that the deepest strength is found not in perfection or control, but in facing life together with love as the guiding force.